melanin is popping.
I'll tell you right now, I love my melanin.
There's actually 50 shades of melanin.
Legalize it. Yeah. Melanin.
I don't want a lot for Kwanzaa.
There's just one thing I need.
I don't care about the presents
Underneath the Kwanzaa tree.
I just want you for my own.
More than you can ever know.
make my wish come true.
Ooh. All I want for Christmas is you. You.
All I want for Christmas is you. All I want for Christmas is you. All I want for Christmas is you. All I want for Christmas is you. Highly melanated. Highly melanated.
New decade. New decade. All I want is new decade. All new vibe. New ride. All new life. New you. All new chapter. No chapter. New book. New library. New shell. 2020. You ready? 2020. You ready? 2020. You ready? 2020 come with the eclipse egg. 2020 come with the eclipse egg. Capricorn season busting in right now. Hey. Kwanzaa.
I don't know about you, but I want some presents. So
Underneath the goddamn Kwanzaa tree.
Okay, we went from Kwanzaa back to Christmas, back to Kwanzaa, back to Christmas.
And in case you didn't know, that right there was dripping with 4.558111111 drips of etheric melanin, baby.
I measured it. It's accurate.
So meaty.
Oh gosh, it has been a while. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Highly Melanated.
Melanated.
Oh, melanation. Highly melanated.
In your brain.
Highly melanated.
Highly melanated.
Highly melanated.
Hey.
Highly melanated.
2020 melanation.
Highly
Take it to
melanated.
another level, melanation.
This is
2020 melanation. Take it to another level in your brain.
This is Highly Melanated Podcast.
Like we never laugh. Melanation. Trip.
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Highly Melanated Podcast. PJ. You know, I never know what it is until I say
Until
it.
you say it.
Until I. PJ. It's time to make a difference.
Yushi Umoja, a.k.a. Unity, because, you know, my birthday is December 26th, which is the first day of Kwanzaa. So if you do not know, Umoja.
Now you do.
Snap.
Yeah.
I don't even know. I can never follow suit. Red. Change is coming red.
That works. And Blair, Jesus is the reason for the season. Let's not forget it.
Yes, and the gang is back, for another episode of Highly Melanated, where we melanate your palate and feed your soul. As always, guys, we would love to take the time out to thank all of you listeners throughout the year who have taken the time to listen to our episodes from beginning to end. If you haven't, get caught up, go all the way back from episode 1 and just see how we have molded into what we are today. Yes. You can also continue to follow us on all forms of social media. Boom. You can continue to follow us on all forms of social media. That is Highly Melanated Podcast at Instagram. H_melanated pod on Twitter. Oh, dang, I know I said it. H_melanated pod Twitter. And you can email us any questions, comments, and concerns at highlymelanatedpodcast@gmail.com. And as always, you can go to our website at www.highlymelanatedpodcast.com.
Oh my God, I got it. Rasta Claus.
I got it right this time.
Yo, I bet you
Wow.
Rasta Rastafari.
Rasta Claus.
Do it. Do it. Do it.
Do it.
Hello again. Welcome to the Highly Melanated Manor, where we melanate your palate and feed your soul. I am Jeeves, and we have a holiday special for today. I want to first let you guys know that you're able to do a toast, one drink of your liking, and of course a shout out to all melanated scents. But first, let's go over the special, the holiday special, and that is 2020 New Vision. Hashtag 2020 New Vision. Would you guys like to start off with a drink? What would you like?
I would like to make a toast, please.
Of course.
So for my drink, because it's a whole new decade and it is the symbolization of the ending of a whole nother decade, I would like to end this decade off with an Incredible Hulk, please.
Incredible Hulk?
Yes, with the side of some old school Cisco.
Oh.
Unless the dragon.
That is fantastic, madam.
What a way to close a chapter.
Okay.
And leave those drinks behind.
Okay.
Behind.
You gonna make her unleash the dragon.
And make sure you at the end you finish it off with some Mad Dog 2020.
Okay.
Of course, madam.
Go ahead.
So yes, for my toast, I'd actually would like to toast everyone who in the past 10 years have gone through ups and downs, including myself, who have had life-changing transformations, those who have gone through the gutter and came back up, and now your life is taking on a completely different turn and a completely different meaning, and you are in a place in which you never thought you would be, and you're still in that transformation, and you're going into a whole nother season, a whole new book, and you are a new and complete you. Cheers.
I think you were talking about me.
Cheers.
And you, you're gonna love me. Sorry.
Fantastic. I also would like to give a toast. Can I have a cranberry seltzer?
Absolutely, madam.
Thank you very
We always have that on tap for you.
Appreciate it. I want to give my toast, aka shout out to the coordinators of the Color Girls Hustle Marketplace that I went to this past weekend. It was super dope. They travel around the country just kind of bringing together like curated Black women creators, and so it was a whole little like holiday market place pop up where it was handmade jewelry and hair products and clothing and scarves and all kinds of just wonderfulness. Just to give you a quick description, the Color Girls Hustle Marketplace is a curated pop up shopping experience featuring women of color, artists, creatives, and makers. They were here in New York for 2 weekends, and it was their debut here in the city. So they had like handmade goods for the holidays, and it was super dope. And I think that more stuff like that should happen. So shout out to the creators of this pop-up marketplace.
Nice.
Okay.
I mean, fabulous.
Welcome back, G's. Welcome back. Where'd you go?
I had to go to the bathroom.
He goes in and out. He goes in and out. Wunderbar.
Wunderbar.
It means-
Uskala vaskela, pskalaksimi. Unematigadeshka mobile, boom boom pa, boom boom, champagne room.
You better boom boom pop. I didn't know that you was so fluent in that.
Okay, pretty much. Okie dokie. Let's move into our melanated senses. As you guys know, these are the things that we see, taste. I can't speak today. See, taste, touch, hear, and smell throughout the week that are full of melanation.
I'm gonna let that slide.
Oh my God!
Thank
You should have seen everybody. It was like,
I know.
she's faltering.
I got tongue twisted. Forgive me, it's been a while.
Yeah, it has been a while. I actually have two melanated scents I'd like to share.
We'll have them both.
Yeah, I'll actually take them both. The first one, just this past Friday, I attended an event for a company that I used to work for that bought out the company that I presently work for that won't be in business anymore.
Fuck those companies.
December 31st.
Did my brain say that out of my mouth?
Oh my God, mommy, she's cursing.
So I actually want to give a shout out to this group of this company, not the company I work for.
Nope.
But the bigger company. They have a smaller version of their company, and it's dedicated to employees of color. The global CEO and global lead of the portion of color part held it in his house in Harlem.
Wow.
So this sense is the sense of sight, tasting, because I had some good vegan food that did not know.
The CEO
did not, baby. When I show you a picture, baby. But he's a heterosexual man, so I respect the brother. But it was amazing. We and he has a 5-story brownstone.
Wow.
All his. 1, 2. I can show you guys the videos I took. It's beautiful, beautiful black art,
brother.
Beautiful black art all the way down the stair. Actually, yes, he is.
Oh yeah,
all the way down the stairs. And then we did this thing called the Circle of Gratitude, where it was all of the people there, and we all did what we were grateful for. You know what? It was
Having gratitude is such a beautiful expression and emotion, and we need to appreciate and show gratitude to each other more often because we don't. It's a beautiful thing.
And I'm gonna just play a portion of, I think, what I had to say during it. But it was beautiful to being in a room with a bunch of people from different levels of this organization, going up to down, and just sharing what we felt in reference to being in a predominantly white space and being like the faces of color and what it really means to be someone trying to do something for our community. So here's a little bit of what I had to say. I really have nothing more to say other than this year, 2020 coming up, as Yumi said, as far as setting words, my words for the next year is intention. Mm-hmm. Everything that is going to be done is going to be done with intention, with purpose, with driven, with moving, with whatever it is that you're supposed to do while you're here. Do it. Life is short. That's it.
Hey. Everything with intention.
Hey. It was just an amazing feeling. It was an amazing feeling on that day. And so, and then I don't even know if I'm going to keep this in here. I really have no idea. But okay. So I'll have my second melanated sense, and this is actually the sense of community. So I want to
take your time.
I want to thank everybody who has recently reached out and checked up on me. As many of you know, this has been a very, 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 very hard year for me. And for those of you who follow me individually as follows or part of the show, you may have seen something that I had recently posted, and I acted upon it. And I took a whole bunch of pills. I, number one, am grateful for everyone who has shown their continued support for me throughout this time. I apologize for scaring everyone. I scared myself. This past weekend, I woke up in the psych ward. And to be in an environment like that, because of an action that I did, and I kind of still not sure if I'm going to keep this in the episode or not, but I just feel like it needs to be said. You do not know what people are going through every day. Some of us may hold it in better than others, and some of us really need you guys out there. If someone that you know is dealing with depression, anxiety, or whatever the situation is, and I don't want to, like, I'm not bringing this down. I just want to make sure that I acknowledge the elephant that's in my room. Because every space that I create and every space that I want to be a part of is an honest space, and that's what Highly Melanated is, also a space of safety where we as colored people, we can address things that actually happen. To be in an environment where I was amongst people who, not saying that they are, mental or anything, but suicide is something that you have to think about and take care of. I'm not sure my words. You know how, guys, my words come out really wrong. But this was a wake up call. This whole ordeal was an extreme wake up call for me. And even to have experienced what I experienced on Friday, and then the very next day I do what I did. Thank God I threw up them pills. Thank God they didn't dissolve. They were sleeping pills because I just wanted to sleep. And I'm grateful that I'm still here amongst you guys. I will never do that again. I promise. I promise. I promise. That was just it had to happen. Because that woke me up. And it woke me up to the point where I realized that there's so much more that needs to be done for other people as well as for myself. So I just wanted to bring that up and give my melanated sense of community and thank yous, many, 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 many thank yous to every single one of you who have reached out. You know that I have taken a break from social media until the new year, sometime in mid-new year, and I will not be back. I deleted it off my phone, and that's just what that is. But I am here. I am going to spend time with family. Highly Melanated will take a small hiatus, but I promise you we will be back. But I have to work through some things on my own. So I just wanted to be honest and open with that to you guys from the door. That's it. That's all I have to say.
And that there, ladies and gentlemen, is a way in which you transition from a whole decade of, going through the ruckets and going through the hell and moving into a new space and moving up and in a heart space of love and being open and having gratitude. That's why it's important that we show appreciation and gratitude to the people that we're around. It's not enough to just say, in your mind, oh, that's my friend, oh, I'll be there for them. But you have to actually share it and say it and, look the person in the eye and let them know you appreciate them, you love them, and you're grateful for them being in your life. And you're grateful for the moments and times that they're there for you. Because you got to be grateful for people's time because they can spend it out, in other places. So just know that we are grateful and we are appreciative of you. And you put this together. If it was not for you, there would be no Highly Melanated.
These are facts.
Amen.
Yeah. Thank you for sharing that.
It's weird. I don't even know to say you're welcome. I don't, because and again, this episode, guys, this episode is not going to be somber like this, just so you know. I just wanted to get this off my chest because I didn't, all of us are really close. Blair just been so busy, and I know you probably didn't see what I posted.
Never too busy for you, though.
I know. And I also have to learn how to be better as far as reaching out when I do need the help and do need someone to talk to, and not because isolation is just so much easier for me. And for me, that is not the best thing. Also, alcohol is not the best thing. So, it spiraled. It was a holiday party on Saturday, and it just spiraled into something else for me internally, based on how I felt about myself, based on the passing of my grandmother, the passing of my aunt, the passing of my father, the passing of my cousin, the passing of his son, and now another member of my family is going through something. Living this creative life isn't all cakes and pies, and we've all experienced our ups and downs and highs and lows. I am so used to the word I that I keep forgetting that it's about we. And while I was talking to the doctor, first of all, okay, so like I don't know if any of you guys have ever been into a psych ward. When they actually tell you to sit down in this little chair and then they ask you these questions and they're standing maybe about like a good 7 to 10 feet away from you at one, there was 3 guys and they're standing away and they're asking you questions, and as they ask you a question, they're like, okay, take off your shoes. Okay. And you take off your shoes and you're like, okay. And they give you socks. Okay. Here's your socks. Okay. And I'm just, answering questions, and I'm like, well, what made you decide to do what you do? It's like, okay. Take off your shirt. Okay. And I'm just like answering. I'm like, wait, what's going on? And they're like, okay. And your jewelry. Okay, great. And, it started to set in, and then, I panicked, because thank God, I didn't mean to post what I posted on social media. I was also a little inebriated and feeling my kind of way. And my cousin reached out to my uncle. Next thing you know, there are cops at my door and my uncle there. And, just once you get taken in, you got to go. And being in that kind of environment that smelled like piss and desperation and sadness and anger and confusion, and I had to say, well, how did I get here? What did I do to get here? What didn't I do? And what I didn't do was, as we talked about in our previous episode of Check In, Don't Check Out, the irony of everything, as I was telling the doctor, is like the irony of this whole situation, me preaching what I preach. I feel like such a fucking hypocrite. But I didn't check in with other people before I decided to check myself out. And I apologize. But, excuse me. I have a therapist. I'm seeking therapy. Don't worry, guys. I just wanted to also just share this just because I want you guys to know that this is a real thing for people. And just don't take it lightly when somebody says that they are depressed, because it can go so many different ways, because I didn't expect that. But after experiencing what I experienced, and just experience these people just come straight up ignoring you as you're like, so, hey, hello, I need help, and just walking past you, I just said, yeah, this isn't for me. This isn't, that's why I threw everything up and I just went to sleep and just said, this isn't for me. I'm not supposed to be here. There's more to do. There's more that needs to be done. So it's so funny that Red, you came up with that hashtag just like in the moment, because guys, also, we don't really like, full disclosure, a lot of the hashtags and a lot of the names lately, Red has been coming off the top of his head. So he didn't even know that was going to be, and I don't think either one of you two knew I was going to really discuss this today. You might have had an idea, but you didn't know. But the idea of what 2020 is going to be a new vision and just way of seeing things differently than the way you saw things before. That situation for me had to happen because that had to be the close of that book. That's it. Done. New chapter in the brand new book that is going to be written for PJ Ryan, Philip James, whoever I choose to be in this moment, gingered, not gingered, grade, not grade, whatever.
Grade ginger.
Gray Ginger. It's going to be a brand new, just going forward and paying fully attention and being present with intention.
Well, I'm so excited and happy that you were able to be able to share this, because it's so important to constantly touch bases with your loved ones. I know that we, nothing that we do in here is necessarily scripted, but we do have an idea of like what we typically want to talk about, at least when we want to talk about our highly melanated senses. And it's funny because sometimes I think that I'm a little bit too boring, if you will, because I feel like I don't I'm not doing, all the exciting things that, you know, you guys might be doing.
You stop right there.
But
Okay,
wait.
okay,
Just let me just say, I do feel like that at times, and I feel like a lot of times I revert back to friends and family. Like I did something with my family and my niece. I did something with you guys, and I realized that it's not because I'm not doing anything exciting or fun or different or new, but it has to deal with that. I want to make sure that I constantly have a base, and my family and friends are my base. So, PJ, when you had asked about presenting a highly melanated sense to the masses, the only things that I could think about was actually family and the stuff that I've actually done with you. In particular, when we went to a friend's holiday party recently. I don't think that you sometimes always are able to conceive how important my friends and family and you are to me. And I know when that had occurred, it's no secret, but when that occurred, I know that all day I was worried about you. So, I mean, it is important for us to understand that we should always make sure, like, let's as creatives, let's live our crazy lives, but then let's make sure that we always have those people to always touch bases with, and, you know, and not just that one, like, not just one confidant, but like several. That way, if we can't reach out to somebody, we can call the next person and the next person. You are so, all you guys are so important to me, and I don't think that you guys realize it, but by interacting with you guys on this level, that I've been able to shape myself into what I currently am right now. Good, better, best, indifferent, no matter how you look at it. And quite frankly, I think that it's been very exhilarating, because I'm exploring, I've gotten the strength to explore sides of me and parts of me that I just never would have normally done alone. So looking at yourself and saying, you know, you don't think that you've done anything, you've done a lot. So thank you for that.
One of the things that kind of like stood out to me while you guys were talking, yes, I agree with you, PJ. Depression and anxiety is a real thing. And I think that in the last almost 2 years, I've had kind of like a front row seat to what that does to people and what it really looks like. And it's a very interesting, and I say interesting because I don't know what other word to use, but it's a very interesting position to be in, to watch somebody suffer from anxiety and suffer from depression and not know what that, like, being able to, like, recognize that that's what they're going through and recognize that it's a struggle and that it's hard. But there's a difference between being able to understand what somebody's going through and being able to relate to what somebody is going through. And then, Red, when you were talking about how you first started talking off with saying like, oh, like, I don't feel like I'm boring because I don't feel like I've done X, Y, and Z things. And I think that that's one of the things that can lead into this this perspective that people have that can drag you down and that can make you feel some type of way, because we're always looking to compare ourselves to what other people are doing or to what other people are saying. And that frustrates me to no end, because I truly believe that everybody is here on their own journey, on their own path to create their own narrative. And as soon as you take your eyes off of what's going on in front of you and you look to your right to see what this person is doing and how you compare to how they're doing, or you look to your left left and you see how this person is doing, to compare yourself to like how you're doing. Like, you can't do that because it slows you down. Like, that's one of the things that they teach, like, competitive swimmers, like, when they first, like, get into the pool, is, like, don't look to see how close the person is in your right lane or your left lane is to you. Swim in your lane. Swim your race. And I think that we do ourselves a disservice when we think about what we have not done or what we have done and compare that to what other people have done or what other people haven't done. And I know, like, in particular, this episode, you know, we're going to talk about just the things that we are proud of and the accomplishments that we have made throughout this year. And I really encourage everybody here to really, like, genuinely share the things that you are the most proud of that you have done this year, because you did it. You did it. And no matter, you know, if you think that it's like, oh, I could have done more because X, Y, and Z did this or that or the third, like, put all of that to the side, because everybody here is running their own race. Everybody here is running their own journey. And if nothing more than else, just like PJ, like what you said, like, it's a community. Like, we're here to support each other. We're here to encourage each other. We're here to build each other up and to push you further along in your individual journey. So, I don't know. Those are some of the things that I was thinking about while you both were talking.
You know, and while we're on that, I just want to go ahead and, you know, serve the black eyed peas and the greens, because that's the New Year dinner that we use. It's the New Decade dinner. You know, we got people who eat that pork, so go on and put that roast pork up there. For those that don't eat it, we're just going to put some roast chicken.
How about what about both?
Yeah. We gonna have both. But the traditional meal is, you know, them black eyed peas, that, you know, them greens, them cornbread. You know, we're gonna just put that up on the table, and you know, with that being said, we're just gonna go ahead and just move into just talking about moving forward. You know, 2010 to 2019 has really been very life-changing. A lot has happened in that 10-year span. If you can think back to where you were in 2010, 11, 12, so forth and so on, I'm sure you're in a different place right now. For me, I can look back, and I began the decade in an abusive relationship. I began the decade with someone who didn't truly love me. And now I look at my life and I love myself enough to know that I don't need that. Even within the past year, I went from leaving everything behind to leaving the city, not knowing what I wanted to do with myself. And now which I never was going to actually say publicly, but I work for Viacom CBS. I'm in a position where I support numerous departments, East Coast and West Coast, and I am the go-to person, and there's no one that does my job but me. I went from renting a room to having a 2-bedroom apartment of my own. And I have someone new in my life, and it's beautiful. And I never thought that was possible. I've been depressed. I didn't say anything. I've been unhappy. Didn't feel I was beautiful. Didn't feel I was worthy. I would cover myself by the way I was dressing, and I would hide from the world. And now I stand in my truth, and I stand in my love, and I stand in my light and my gratitude and appreciation. And I fully know who I am, the unicorn of a woman that has come out as a warrior, the phoenix rising. And it's possible. All things are possible through God, the universe, your ancestors, your angels. All things are possible, and we are moving forward. So this here is about moving forward into a new decade, becoming new people, rising to our occasion, standing in our truth, and living in our light, and accomplishing our destiny. The reason why we were born, the reason why our parents made love all those years ago to give birth to us. That was for a reason. I mean, it was for a nut, but it was...
Because because the look everybody was giving you on their face, like, that's not why.
They ain't know it at the time, but they was doing more than just getting
Wait,
there.
pause. Full disclosure,
We were
guys.
having a whole moment.
I had to lighten the mood. Sorry, I had to.
Philosophical.
Okay.
Like the motivational music was going.
Yo, I felt like this was a
on
Lifetime
the fucking
after-school
soapbox,
special.
like, encouraging people and giving them strength
That
and
was
pushing
good.
us
It was
forth.
really
and now
good.
we talking about niggas getting nuts.
I mean, look, that's
because
2020 now.
And that is just the true embodiment of highly melanated. We will take you all the way around the spectrum, okay?
That
and back
ending,
again.
we were like, is that why they did it?
Okay,
I mean-
stop the music.
but the love is the reason why we are here.
You want me to turn the music back on?
Yeah. The love is the reason why we are here. The love, the pure love that created us. Earth, air, fire, and water. We are all four signs. We're all four elements, and we come together.
I feel like I should be in the corner as Jeeves with the little baton thing with the little
Like a baton, a ribbon.
the ribbon, like
the ribbon
just
baton.
going all up and down.
Yes. So
Okay,
we
ribbon dancer.
are moving forward into the 20s, a new decade, a new us. So please
Okay, so
stand in your light and share it.
yes, please. Okay, so granted, all right, we had our moment. All right, I had my come to Jesus moment. I had my light, and all. Okay, sorry. Okay, so picture this. All right.
This is cookout music.
So I'm gonna tell you this right now. This is a true story. Okay. So I'm walking down Eastern Parkway, and I am just frustrated. Just frustrated.
I know this story.
Yes, you all do. So I'm walking and I'm frustrated, and I'm like, universe, I need to hear. I need a sign. I need to know why. I need to know, what am I going to do? I'm tired of struggling. I'm tired of going through this. And I need a sign right now to let me know that I am going the right path. And then that sign happened. Outside the cab of her Uber pops out
The unicorn.
the one and the only Lena Waithe.
Oh, yeah.
That was a moment for her to just walk in right now and be like, "Hey guys,"
For the people in the back, they ain't hit that part.
and it was needed, because at that moment I asked the universe exactly what it is that I'm just, even though what has just recently transpired, I was still like, what is going to happen? And next thing you know, she pops out. We have this great conversation, and she asked me about if I seen Queen and Slim. At that moment, I hadn't yet.
Go see it. It's
Go
amazing.
see
Yeah,
this
that's
movie.
amazing.
Go see
It's
it.
so
Let me
good.
tell y'all right now.
Oh my god.
We'll do spoilers the next time around, maybe.
We'll give y'all a little more time to watch it.
just a little bit more
And if
time.
y'all ain't watch it by then, you just asked out.
Okay. And then I was talking to her, and I was telling her about my aunt, and she was asking me about her life, and she was interested, and then I was telling her about Highly Melanated. I was telling her about the Dayu Project. I was telling her about Willing and Waiting. And, push come to shove, I'm just going to move in silence going forward from now on. But when you ask the universe for what you want, and you actually put that energy out there, I'm telling you, that right there changed my perspective. Like right now, she's my screensaver. It's just a picture that she and I took.
That's right.
Say it again.
Just the
That's
picture that she and I took.
Embodiment
Yeah.
of checking in
Yeah.
instead of checking out.
I know, and that's why, like, even afterwards, I listened to a couple of episodes of the Dayu Project, and especially this last one I put out with Leslie St. Julian, and then the one my other one, and just reminded myself that, yo, nigga, you got shit to do, man. Like, no, come on now, you got so much. That is okay. So there is so much going on.
You are very much needed in this world.
I mean, yeah, I am.
Stop it. Say
Yes.
that. A little
Yes,
more
I am. I
Thank
am.
you.
No, I am.
Yes.
Yes, I am needed. I am worthy.
course,
I am
step
meant to
inside
be
the head.
here. I apologize one more time. I'm being as open and honest and as truthful to you guys as possible. Look, life is not easy, but guess what?
It's worth it.
It is worth it, and I'm looking forward to what's coming next. So that's my story.
So speaking of what's coming next, all right then, what you got going on for 2020?
Oh shit! Oh damn! See, okay.
That was
So
the spotlight.
I know, right? So I just signed an NDA, so I can't really talk about this one.
Okay.
This is a brand new thing. I'll tell y'all off air.
No, he won't. People who are listening associated with the NDA. We won't allow him to tell us about it.
No, I won't tell a word. I won't tell a soul. I am working on, number one, taking the Dear You project to another level. That will include a visual aspect, going state to state.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
you mobile.
Oh, this is about to be on and popping. This
we
is
mobile.
We about to change exactly. You know, so you see Cousin with this music in the background. I was like, yes. You know what? So let's start that over. So what's going to happen for me next year?
What you got going on for 2020?
So for 2020, y'all, I don't even know. I don't even know how I could say this. Well, all I can say is there's going to be something that's really great and popping for Highly Melanated, as well as the Dear You project. Willing and Waiting will be back really soon.
It will. Just wait on it.
Yeah, just wait.
Willing and waiting to wait on it.
I can't right now.
But it's some exciting things. I've been in talks with a few different organizations that are sponsoring, would like to sponsor me to come to different states and different stuff, different schools actually, to provide this, which is the idea of all this stuff actually happened back to back to back to back, even since I've had this like small come to Jesus moment. You know, right now I teach high schoolers.
Enemy of writing.
Writing is not what?
The great enemy of writing.
Wait. Do y'all watch The Office?
Yeah.
Do you remember that episode where Michael went to go speak at Ryan's school and he came down the steps, like he introduced him, he came down the steps and he was playing like some intro music and it was like dur, 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 and he comes down, he puts the boombox down, he goes, and the music's still playing in the background, he goes, hello, I'm Michael Scott, and then on the recording goes, hi, I'm Jeff Bozo, the CEO of Amazon, and then he goes to like turn it off like, ah, shit.
What's this? I just knew one.
Wait, what is this? It's called When They Knock Me Down 9 Times I
Get back up. Yo, get
up
back.
10.
Get up. Get up 10. Get up 10.
Get Up 10.
Fight
Yes.
the greatest evil to writing.
But here's also the other thing, like, you know, besides what's going on individually for me, and there's some things I'm really learning the idea of what it means to like move in silence. Some things I'm ready to talk about, especially with the Dear You project. That is actually going to be a really big thing with a visual component on stages. All I need is a mic, a stool, a participant, and a bass player, and some other things.
Nice.
And this is about to be life-changing.
Ew.
I like
So-
it. That sound like some TED Talks.
Okay.
That's part of, you know,
Some PJ-isms.
PJisms.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's the goal, you know, so that's all I can say. Stop looking at me. I'm not going to say anymore. Is y'all.
Tell us.
Knock
Yeah.
me
Tell us
down 9
now.
times, but I get up 10.
You know,
That is
let
in
me
2020
let me just also
for the
add.
20s.
Let me be real talk, all right, guys, listeners. So for this music in the background, you right? For those of you who have been following us, and for those of you who listened to episode 24, which was our Learn from 2018 and Step into Success for 2019. Okay, wait, I can't do this with this.
Hunt it.
Okay.
Put some respect on Cardi's name.
Okay. I need y'all to know, like, the individuals that sit across from me and how great it's been to watch them blossom. Because I still think about that first episode that we recorded and Red, a.k.a. Chris over there, because, you know, that's just your real name. And
I was like, how dare you?
Outed.
you know, he was sitting there talking about, I'm getting into this and I want to do this, and now he's actually doing it. And then now this
awkward.
year coming up, you've been upgraded. I can't. He's popping it.
Baby, let me upgrade you.
All right, so I don't know if we can play this because I mean Beyonce. Okay, you can't even take a picture on social media without Jay-Z snatching the phone. So yeah, exactly. Look, I ain't coming for it. So yeah, but it's just been beautiful watching every last one of you mature and grow into everything I see for you. And I mean, I'm looking directly at you, Red/Chris/G/ Rose Gold / Santa Red Savs.
Rasta Claus.
You know,
Fairy God Jeeves.
Of course, for fairy god.
you know, and just watching you just become this just excellent person, man. It's just, you know, and even if Highly Melanated has been part of the help and us being around you has helped change your mood and everything, I'm happy for it. Yeah. Okay, I could deal with this now. This is, you know, I could talk over this. I could talk over this all day, but I'm not going to because I feel like I'm just going to talk. Yushi, it's just been amazing. Like when I tell you yo, son, I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Who's that?
I'm so proud of you. You know, like it's you know, we're doing this thing again where we give each other our roses now. I'm so proud of you to see where you are now. You have no idea from the first day I met you. And I was just talking to Yushi how we actually met. We met on a set of Power, and all of a sudden, the chick I was walking with, she had like this nasty negative attitude.
Lord.
Like she's just the nastiest negative mind.
Throw that whole chick away.
Okay, just throw her whole away. The chick that was my wife in the episode. That's why I got the closer, but she didn't. And I just, you know, stepped away from her, and I was like, let me get away from this darkness and walk towards the light. And that's Yushi. And
as we all stretch out our hands
in the flesh.
Stretch our hands towards Yushi.
And just watching her become this person, and just like now, you know, after going through what we went through with Spaceless, and now what we're going through with, you know, what's going to happen with you. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
You know, like, yo, like you're my example of what it means to actually push forward and keep going no matter what. You know, she got a whole, she been knocked down 9 times and got up 10 because she got a dick to get on top of, and I'm so proud of this. Ooh.
I mean,
I hope
After these messages, we'll be right back.
I mean, y'all remember when I said it wasn't nothing happening, you know?
I feel like holding you up like Simba, just like this is Yushi.
If he ever listens to this, he's going to
be like, what the heck is wrong with y'all?
He could be like, I heard that episode. I'm like,
but proud.
I mean, he gonna have nothing but good things to think after the episode because we ain't heard nothing bad yet.
Oh, but you know, so I just talked about y'all too. So this one over here.
Don't do it.
Keep up the good work.
We can keep it going.
No, we can acknowledge. We gonna acknowledge. Now, what were you saying about the comedy sketch show has been nominated and has won what? And you're gonna be where and what?
And
What?
Let's talk about it.
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
The comedy sketch group that I'm in was nominated as part of the Atlanta Sketch Comedy Film Festival, and we won, which was dope. All of that, yeah.
Did you just press all the buttons? Press all of them.
I'm trying to find.
Then also
is it this one? No, that's not that one. Go ahead.
It's fine. And then the other great thing that's happening with our group is, we just finished our last show at the Pit. We were fortunate enough to be granted a year-long residency at the Pit.
At the Pit?
Yeah.
nice.
Okay.
You got
So we just finished our last show earlier this month in December. But the great news is we were invited to headline at Chicago Sketch Comedy Festival. And for our listeners in Chicago, because I know y'all are out there, I know you guys know what an event the Sketch Comedy Festival in Chicago is. So I will be in your neck of the woods January 10th and 11th. Come and see us. We are the headlining show. And that's some major dopeness for that. And then other great things are happening. Great things are continuing to happen. It's just great. This year has been, it's been an interesting year. My vision board was centered. I usually pick one word to like center around.
You finished it already?
No. I'm talking about my vision board for 2019. I had to start my vision board for 2020. But my vision board for every year, I always pick one word that's kind of like the center word that everything else kind of like grows off of. And this year, my word was elevate. So I feel like there were areas that I felt like I did elevate it, and there were some areas where I felt like I kind of just, stayed the same in. I was on the same, I plateaued in. But I think that is normal for, just what happens like on your journey. Mm-hmm. So I am not disappointed. I'm not upset about those things. I'm not disappointed about those things. But those are things that I know I want to continue to focus on in this new year. And I will get them to the point of elevation that I am looking for out of those areas. So I think that's the other thing to think about just when we're like reminiscing on like our accomplishments like over the year. I think it's just as important to think about the areas that you didn't grow as much in that you would like to. And instead of being upset about it and instead of being dejected about it, like, oh man, I didn't do this. Oh man, I didn't do that. Take a positive spin on it and say, I didn't do this yet. I didn't do that yet, but it's not like you can't do it. It's not like it can't happen. Maybe it didn't happen in the time frame or the time schedule that you wanted it to happen. Mm-hmm. But there's a reason for that. Maybe it wasn't supposed to happen in that time frame. Maybe it wasn't supposed to happen in that time schedule. Maybe something else needed to happen first in order for you to achieve what it is that you wanted to achieve. Maybe there's a stepping stone that you needed to reach first. Maybe there's a tool that you needed to get to first. So I say all that to say, just kind of connected to what I was saying before, I feel like it's very easy to get into this space of anxiety and depression over the things that like we feel like are failures. But I always want to encourage people not to look at things as failures. Look at them as things that you just haven't accomplished yet.
Look, having to later on today, I probably should have did this before we recorded. But I have my gratitude jar, which is all the little things that I've put in there throughout the year. I haven't been as consistent as I would like to be. So next year, the actual phrase that there's 3 words that I'm going to be doing for the new year. That's intention. What is that? Oh, you put
count them off. He's counting them off. Intention.
Intention, consistency.
Mm-hmm. We're counting off with him. 1, 2.
1, 2.
Intention, consistency.
Take a beat.
And I haven't thought of the third one yet, actually, because it's coming to me right now.
That looks like a gun. Let me stop doing that.
Oh my God.
Oh no.
2, 3.
What?
3.
How many licks it takes to get to the center of the Tootsie Roll?
1.
You know what?
Oh Lord.
I keep saying this word, but that's not the word I want to say.
What's the word?
Onomatopoeia.
Say it.
Huh?
Say it.
Rejuvenation. No, I've already been. No, I don't want to say that. That's
regrowth, rebirth.
No.
Nothing re.
No.
What's your first 2?
It's intention. Moving with intention. Being consistent.
Consistency.
And
following through.
Invigorate.
Ejaculate. Maybe that might be the third one. Maybe it might be the ejaculate.
That's
more.
every year.
I'm cutting all this out. So it's intention to move with intention, to be consistent with exactly what it is that I start to do and keep going at it, and then trust. I'm learning to trust myself more. I'm going to trust my intention, my intuition, and how I feel about things.
In my room, you know, I just stay at the ceiling.
So,
Trying to understand life, you know. Tired of
is
hurting.
this anti?
Just want to be a better person.
Yeah.
Feels.
Listen to the lyrics of this.
Sorry, I'm not who I used to be. I guess I used to be a sucker for love, but I promise ain't no more using me. I used to love you like it was two of me, but I really can't be mad cause I'm glad of what I grew to be. I guess it's how it goes usually. I write this eulogy for you and me with these sad stipulations. You know, in order for you to grow, you have to stop watering dead situations.
Woo!
In order for you have to grow, you have to stop watering dead situations.
Woo!
That right there.
Come on, somebody.
So
Red is dead.
That is the idea of moving forward. In order to grow, you have to stop watering dead situations. You have to stop putting so much energy. I'm going to stop putting so much energy in things that I cannot change and start focusing on things that I can. I don't know if anybody out here, number one, unfortunately, it's only available for iPhones. Android, I'm so sorry, they're working on it. But y'all need to all download this app called The Pattern.
The Pattern immediately.
Yo, for real, when I tell you this thing has been telling our lives.
Boy.
Even down to what's been going on with me.
Boy.
And it's been doing it for months and months, and as long as I've been a part of it.
The Pattern.
So it's an awesome thing. But I also, before we move on any further, you know what? Actually, no. I'll save this for my final thought. But we're gonna start getting into the final thought.
Completely be healed or whole until you change the voice inside of your own head.
You gotta believe in you. When nobody on your side, you probably wanna die, but you gotta believe in you. Take your
Blast
time.
this on the way home.
No, for real. This album is dope. You guys gotta listen to this. So what we're gonna start doing also in the new year is start spotlighting indie artists and start putting their things on this. I found this.
And he melanated.
Okay, and highly melanated.
Okay.
Found his brother on SoundCloud. His name is Londrell.
And he has an app called Eternal Sunshine. Eternal Sunshine. His name is spelled LONDRELLE. He be having me in my feelings.
Let's do dessert a little differently for the last episode of 2019.
Last episode of 2019?
Last episode of the decade, y'all.
Of that dick aid.
Oh, boy.
You said aid of the dick.
Mac and cheese. Go ahead, come on.
For dessert, let's do a New Year's cocktail.
You guys need another drink?
I think we should do what is your New Year's cocktail of choice? The drink that you want to toast the new year with, and along with that, give us your final thought.
All right, I'll lead this one off, as I usually do. You ready? So my New Year's drink toast is going to be, not used to this, so I guess it's going to be seltzer water and with a twist of lime and a splash of cranberry juice. And my final thought will be for me, I'm going to continue to move in the way that one of our biggest supporters in my family has helped me see, and that is my Aunt Karen. I'm going to rest in peace to my Aunt Karen.
We love you, Aunt Karen.
Rest in love.
And it is to complete move in the way that, I don't know if you can keep that in there.
I did not know that was
Right, we got words there. We're like, whoa, whoa. But to completely move in the way that I am meant to, and not let anything or anyone steal my light. That is my goal.
Which is crazy. just to add to that, no one can steal your light.
You can only just give it away.
Ever.
No, yeah, that's right. Don't give your light away.
Keep your
Ever.
ashe.
Next. Who's
I
going?
mean, since you're going, keep going.
You might as well go, Red. Freaky word.
What's your drink of choice?
I think I want something very, very clean and very classy, so I think I'll just have some champagne.
The one from France.
The most expensive kind.
Yes. Top shelf.
All right.
Next year we'll have a French version of Jeeves.
Probably, or other versions. More to come.
Just remember, you just change the R to refrigerator.
Yes, Jeeves.
I think I picked that drink of choice because I think that I've hit a new plateau in terms of the things that I've accomplished. I was actually why I reached out to you and asked you if you finished your vision board yet, because I've already started and I'm just so excited for 2020. So I'm
you is Blair.
Yeah, I'm sorry. You is Blair.
He's looking at me while
I keep
he's
saying we need cameras in here.
2020, y'all.
But I'm very excited for 2020, and I'm actually I looked at my past vision board, and I realized I accomplished like 80, 90%.
Yes.
I'm through.
Isn't that a wonderful feeling
I
when you
wasn't
realize
like,
that? You're like,
wait a minute, hold
See, that's what happens when you set a clear goal and you intention, consistency.
up. So I'm very excited,
girl.
and the vision board that I'm going to make this year is going to be it's going to be much more in depth, much more complex. And I'm just excited. I'm already starting. I'm thinking about some of the stuff I'm doing right now. So I'm already starting. So on that note, get excited for the new year.
Amen.
Be energetic for the new year.
I like it.
Be
His face.
be you for the new year. Don't hold back.
Yeah.
Let's do it. 2020, new vision.
Yeah.
Fuck these glasses.
He can see now, but
He throws his glasses on the table.
And
Talking
can't
about
see
I
that.
can see.
Who wants to go next?
So my celebratory drink, I will actually join you, Red, and I too will have some champagne.
Come on, clink it up.
Keep it classy.
However, I would be keeping the bottle to myself because I deserve to pop that thing up. And
All right. Well,
Well, I mean,
and let that bitch float.
well, it's been popped this year.
I was
so
about to
you
say
know.
there's a lot of popping going on.
I do not condone. I do not condone.
Y'all should see her right now. She got this smile on her face.
I do not condone. I reclaim my time.
Come on, Maxine. Come on, Maxine.
But I too want to, pop up cork off of the champagne bottle just to celebrate my failures, to celebrate my downtimes, to celebrate all those days where I was lonely and I was crying and I was depressed and I was unhappy and I was struggling, because those moments led me to the victory in which I sit in today. Because without those low moments, I could not be able to experience the high moments. So I celebrate that because it made me who I am. And I need those moments, those times to look back and say that's what fed my soul and helped me to grow. And I know now, looking back, where I want to be and where I do not want to be. And so I look forward to this new year, this new decade. I look forward to what's going to happen in my life from 2020 to 2029. I look forward to all of it. And to my future children who will most likely be born in this decade, you will have a wonderful, loving, caring, powerful, smart mom who will be there for you. And I will be lucky to have you, and you will be lucky to have me, and I cannot wait to meet you.
I can't wait to meet your Libra children.
Okay.
And your father is someone who I have waited for, and he will be perfect for you. I will not allow it to be just anyone. So I look forward to meeting you, my lovely darlings.
Okay, this will work. I wanted to start singing. Ready or not? I know, right? It's a habit, isn't it? My drink of choice, being as though I, don't drink alcohol. Growing up in my household, my parents always got Welch's sparkling cider for us.
I love that.
So it's like a tradition. Yeah, it's a tradition for me now that I always have to have it for New Year's. But I think this year I might switch it up just teeny tiny bit and go to a different brand. So instead of Welch's, while I still do love the Welch's and it's still welcome in my household, if y'all want to sponsor me, send me a case. That is A-okay by me.
I know that's right.
I think I'm gonna try Martinelli's this year.
Interesting.
Martinelli's is pretty good.
I think I'm gonna give that a whirl.
What we're gonna do is she's gonna try Martinelli's this year, and Martinelli's, if she likes it, we want you to have us sponsored. Oh wait, is what's the way it goes? You sponsor us?
They sponsor us.
Yeah. So we need you to sponsor Blair over here.
Appreciate it.
Moving forward.
Appreciate it very much.
And highly melanated.
Thank you.
Thank you in advance.
I like grape juice. I love it.
Thank you in advance.
All right, sure. Yeah.
I'll sing for you.
And my final thought is, just in thinking about this past year and what I have accomplished and what I haven't accomplished, one of the things I like to think about is like, why was I able to make the accomplishments I made, and why wasn't I able to make the accomplishments that I wanted to make? And I think both in both cases, it comes down to what I've allowed myself to be distracted by. And I do feel like this past year, while it has been great and amazing, I have allowed other things to take my focus and steal my joy and take my energy, which has left me without any energy to devote to the things that I wanted to accomplish. So they didn't get done. And so my resolution for 2020 is to not let other things steal my energy anymore, to not let situations or relationships or environment take away whatever energy I do have, so that I can devote it to all the things that I actually want to put energy into. Because I feel like I've been dealing with so many things throughout the course of this year, and it's taken so much from me that I literally feel drained at the end of the day and don't have any energy to put into the things that I want to put into and that give me joy and that make me happy and that I feel like I can make strides in. I haven't had the energy to do it, and I don't want to go into the new year with that same energy, haha, quote unquote. So that's what I'm looking forward to in 2020, is really just kind of staying focused, staying energetic, staying driven, and not letting things that should not require as much attention from me take attention from me.
Mm-hmm. You know what? It's so funny you say that. I'm going to renege on the trust, because that's what the actual word I think I was looking for, which was focus. So intention, consistency and focus. Because I've gotten distracted as well.
I like it.
I've gotten distracted, and I think...
And the thing is, you don't even realize that you're distracted until much after the distraction.
You'd be like, oh, I lost all that time or whatever.
You don't realize you're distracted until you wake up and somebody say, hey, take this pill. Yeah, but so guys,
this is amazing.
For what we wanted to really share with you guys, and this was really just an episode of, us being like honest with ourselves and sharing things about us, as well as hoping that we can inspire you in some kind of way, through our stories and our emotions and our feelings and our, things that we've accomplished. And again, this is the end of a decade of whatever it was that you went through, whether it was positive or negative. Just understand that the next decade that's coming, it's about to be on and popping.
And it is whatever you make it.
It's whatever you make it. It's not, like I really wish people would stop saying it is what it is sometimes, because it really isn't what it is. It is what you make it. It is what you make, because no matter what.
Either it's going to be good because you want it to be good, or if you already have, negative feelings about all this or all that, then you already starting off on a negative foot. That's what the year is going to be.
Because we attract what we say and how we feel, and when we get it in our lives, we wonder, why my life like this? Why am I negative?
Money.
All I really want to see is
money.
All I really need to
money. I got that.
Press.
Cardi don't need no press. Kill them all, put them hoes to rest.
Pop up, guess who, bitch?
Look who's coming now.
All right. So, we're having a great time. And on this note...
Don't side on me. Anyway, I just got one question.
What's that?
What's your hashtag?
My hashtag. Watch out.
What's your hashtag?
Ready or not.
What's your hashtag?
Fuck, I needed more time.
Boy, you had two people.
You did.
That cannot be your hashtag.
Hashtag, I'm here.
Hashtag, I'm ready for my tribe.
Oh, she gonna have a tribe too.
All right now.
Have a whole gang.
On that note, On that note, guys, thank you again.
We know what
tribe
that
you
meant.
getting?
The tribe I'm in. What is this?
On that note, guys, thank you again for taking the time to listen to another episode of Highly Melanated Podcast. If you, again, want to follow us, you follow us on all forms of social media. That is Highly Melanated Podcast on Gmail. On Instagram, you got H_melanated pod. On Twitter, you have access to our website, which is www.highlymelanatedpodcast.com. And as always, you can go to emailing us at highlymelanatedpodcast@gmail.com. So on that note, guys, as they're like saying all this stuff in the background because we're being rushed out the studio, so we got to hurry up and get out.
When I said my tribe, I was talking about like-minded
peace
folks.
and Yushi's tribe.
Her vagina.
Love, peace in 2020.
Her love, peace, and her birth canal.
What is this? I reclaim my time. I reclaim my time. Oh my God.